We're back on iRacing today in the Skip Barber Formula Series, and this week the action comes from Watkins Glen. We raced here last season in the F4s and the Ferrari GT3s, so I know the layout of the circuit pretty well. It's just whether or not we can continue what I think is a bit of momentum in the Skippy from previous weeks into this one. Anyway, let's jump in and see how it went. All right, here we are in the Skippy at Watkins Glen. The boot layout, and qualifying went absolutely disastrously, and we didn't put a lap in, so we are starting P10 of 10. Some very fast guys in here. The 6.3k driver, who is P7, so I don't think he's even the fastest guy.
Thanks, Carl.
Here's car number 2. So, yeah, just
the track temperature's
do whatever we can do
it's
here.
Now 19 Celsius.
Very tricky circuit, very easy to lose the car on oversteer because of the long corners. So, have to be wary of that, and you also have to be wary of the cold tyres at the start as well. But we're just waiting here for, I think it's Guido in front of us to grid up. Indeed, he does grid up. He has. All right, here we go then.
Okay, standing start. Be ready, we're about to go green. Let's go.
And we're away. A couple of the cars in front have got a slow start here.
Car left, 3 wide, you're in the middle, clear left. Car right, clear all round.
Alright Nick, the next car is Greedy, car number 5, A license, and their rating is 2.0.
Well, that was unexpected. Up to P7 after the first corner. Some various cautious people going that we overtook there.
Good start, mate. The guy in front is David, car number 10, D license, and their rating is 0.9.
Wow, what a slippery track, huh?
So I got caught out in the bus stop there.
Incident in turn 6. You think it might be Bruno? Yellow flag, keep your wits about you, mate.
I applied the brakes to try and avoid the incident, but the minute I touched the brake, the car just said, nope, ain't got no grip for that.
The guy in front is Hatlock, car number 9, B license, and their
So
rating
Bruno
is
dropped it.
1.2.
Oh, sorry, Daniel dropped it. So we're up to P9, and we're on the back here of James, who isn't going particularly fast, so I don't think we'll have too much trouble getting past James here. Though he did try and cut me off there.
Left side, clear left.
I think he's just here from safety racing by the looks of it. Driving like that. Next up is Aaron.
There's an incident in turn 10. Looks like it's Greedy. Okay, Nick. The next car is Sund, car number 8, and their rating is 1.3.
Alright, we survived the first lap, albeit with 2 incident points, which isn't very helpful considering we got 4 in
P8.
qualifying. So next up is Aaron. who's 1.2k, like I said. So maybe we can catch up to the back of him here. Big cloud of smoke in front.
Incident in the inner loop. It looks like Bruno. Yellow flag. Caution.
On your left, clear left.
I didn't understand this one, Guido.
Back up to P7. I wonder if Guido has any damage here. Obviously Bruno was the one that looked like he went into the wall. So we'll see. But we're coming up now to the back of Aaron.
You're reeling. Sund in. The gap is now 0.8.
Or big plume of smoke behind.
Stuck in 5th gear.
Well, don't touch, so.
Oh, no, I think it's working again now. I just took my wheel off
Right
and put
side.
it back on again. In VR, that's quite tricky.
Clear right.
The leader has just done a 210.24.
Alright, we're up to
Well done.
P5
Nice
then.
run now.
Guido is pitting. That's past Aaron. See if we can get our head down now and just put in some
P5.
good laps.
We got damage, right?
No, my wheels stopped working, so I've just taken off, put it back on again, and it's working again fine now, so I'm back to normal.
Okay, cool.
Hopefully we're not pulling Aaron along with us, though he is
The gap
gaining.
behind is now 0.9.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about, the oversteer here on these long corners. Very easy to lose it. Right, next up is David, who is a 0.8k driver. He's in P4, and we're gaining by the looks of it. So let's focus. See if we can't
The
recover
next car is David.
another
Car
position.
number 10. The license, and their rating is 0.9. Fastest lap for Carroll, 209.93.
We've got Daniel behind us. Gap is almost 3
Your lap
seconds.
time was 211.93. That's your best lap in this session. All right, Nick, you're reeling P4 in. The gap's now 2.7 seconds.
We should be able to clear David at some point on this lap. I'm not going to force my way through here. Looking at the pace, I think it's pretty much a given that we're going to pass David here. Need to be wary of... we're a little bit wary here because given the rate of knots we've caught this guy, probably going to be braking earlier and in places we don't anticipate, so...
That's a new fastest lap for Carroll.
On your
I
right.
think he wants any of that.
Clear right.
New fastest lap for Jones, 209.20. Well done, Nick. Good pass.
I wasn't trying to spook him. I was genuinely just going to try and tuck him behind. But I think I did spook him and he took a wide line around the corner.
Keep it up. P4.
So now we need to focus, run away and hide. Did lose a bit of time to Daniel there. Did manage to get the gap up to about 3 seconds before.
The car in front of us is Leanne, car number 4, A license, and their rating is 2.0.
Probably going to get a bit of a helping hand here from David.
David, behind is increasing. It's now 1.5.
Right. Daniel is passed and the gap is 2.6.
Appreciate it, James. Thank you, man.
The leader has just done a 209.20. Fastest lap for Jones, 208.92.
Alright, halfway point.
That was a 211.50. That's your quickest lap in this session.
We did a 2:11.4. What did Daniel do that time? Did a 2:11.7. So it was about 3/10 faster that time around. We just need to not do anything silly because we're not going to get anything else now in front, I don't think. It's going to take one of those guys to have an incident. But looking at their ratings, you've got a 7.4k driver, a 6.3k driver, and a 2k driver.
Dion is closing you down. The gap has come down to 2.8 seconds.
So that's been extended, Jim. Not come down, but not going to argue.
Fastest lap for Carroll, 208.81.
Still not sure about taking that flat at the minute. But I am starting to build a bit more confidence in the car.
halfway home. Your fuel is fine. That lap was a 2:10.81. Good lap. That's your quickest so far.
We're in the 10s. 10.813. Daniel did a... Oh no, that's the fastest. That was not the laps. Wait for that to rotate round. He did an 11.2, so it was 4 tenths on him that time. So we're doing enough at the minute. We just need to keep our head and keep it nice and cool and consistent. Not make any mistakes.
The gap to P5 behind is now 3.1 seconds. New fastest lap for Carroll, 2:08.80. That's a new fastest lap for Jones, 2:08.61.
Last corner can be pretty tricky because of the colour of the wall. I always sort of seem
The lap
to
time was at 2:11.10.
struggle to judge where the wall is on that final corner. I'm trying to carry more speed through there. The attempt quicker than Daniel that time around, but still a 10th. In the right direction. Actually keeping P3 quite honest here. I mean, we're still 10 seconds ahead, but we have been gaining a little bit on P3. I don't think we're going to have enough time to do anything about taking the position, but still promising to know.
That's a new fastest lap for Carroll, 2:08.52.
I have got some sort of pace here, or it seems that way. Though we've just dropped almost half a second to them in the final sector there.
Dion behind is now 3.7. P4. That lap time was 2:10.62. That's your best lap in this session.
Said that actually we've gained a second, not lost a half a second. Half a second quicker than Daniel though, so
Thank you,
looking
Errol.
more and more likely that we're going to have Daniel covered off. We don't do anything silly, of course. Leaders though, 30 seconds ahead. Crazy. Don't get that to that iRacing though without being pretty good on track.
New fastest lap for Carroll, 208.07. The gap to Dion behind is increasing. It's now 4.5. 2 laps remaining. You've just done a 210.56.
Keep getting faster and faster. I actually went 4/10 faster than the guy in front that time around. Oh no, sorry. I wouldn't have something there faster. I've gone 4/10 faster than that guy's fastest lap. So we've definitely got the pace on Leon in front. Actually set his fastest lap of the race that lap. That was still a 10th slower than what we've just done. Really starting to put some trust into these tyres and pushing them.
Fastest lap for Carroll, 207.73.
The bad corner. Still backed out of that one right at the last minute. Still didn't quite have the confidence to take it flat out, but white flag last lap.
Okay, Nick, your lap times are pretty consistent.
It was a 10.6, 1/10 slower than the fastest lap I've done.
Gap to P5 behind is increasing. It's now 5.5 seconds.
Well, I think in summary, it's probably a shame that we had that moment fact, I feel if we hadn't had that moment at the bus stop, we maybe had a good chance of being on the podium, but nonetheless, we started last. And after the first lap, we found ourselves back in last position. But since then, we've kept it clean, kept ourselves out of trouble. And a good recovery drive. Bring it home in P4. Good results, very good result. I'm happy with that.
P4. Okay, it's over. Well done, mate. Good finish.
Good race, everybody. Thank you. Yeah, just unfortunate, really, that we had that moment in the bus stop. But I think ultimately that's what's cost us a podium. We were closing in on Leon by a good few tenths a lap. So we definitely had the pace. But ultimately these things happen. Got caught out by the incident in the bus stop and we snatched the brake. The tyres said no and we went round. I'm going to bring it home, and while I do that, take a look at the results. This was the one and only split in the strength of field was 2014. We were car number 7, qualified P10, came home in P4. Our fastest lap of the race was a 2-minute 10.557. Fastest lap of the race by car was a 2:07.729. So 2.8 seconds off the pace. We had 2 incident points. And we take 76 championship points. We gain 0.03 safety rating, takes us to 3.67. We gain 53 iRating, taking us to 1,457. So there we go, guys. That was the race. And ultimately, after the first third of it, it was a pretty dull and boring race. But you know what? I will take it. We started last on the grid after botching qualifying. We found ourselves last at the bus stop after we caught the brakes and spun the car, but we managed to work our way back through the field. And had the race gone on for a little bit longer, we potentially could have found ourselves on the podium. Heck, if we hadn't have spun in the bus stop, I think there was a good chance we would have been in the top 3. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please consider giving it a like. And if you want to see more racing content from me, make sure to hit subscribe, because there'll be plenty more coming real soon. If you want to get involved with the action on iRacing, head down to the description where you'll find a link, and hopefully I'll see you on track really soon. But all that's left for me to say is thank you very much for watching, and until next time, see ya.